Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we're going to start the covers of our next album. This is the February album of the month that we are doing, and we're going to be using the Prima with Love paper collection. In the last video we did like a quick prep video of all the different things I do when I get ready to start making an album. So if you want to check that out, that will be in the playlist that I have linked up here and down below that is specifically for this album. You can skip over the introduction videos and stuff like that and just go to the prep video, and then this is the cover video. So we are going to be using the Basically Amazing foundations and the Basically Amazing Graceful Decorative Edge add-on. We're probably also going to be using Basically Amazing add-on photo mats and the Basically Amazing scrap journal. All the different little components just all come together to make a system of totally unlimited options to create your mini album. So today we're going to be making the covers. I've already done a lot of the prep work because I can just refer you to another video where I've done the wrapping of the covers and stuff like that. But in today's video, we're going to be making a wraparound type cover. I'm really excited about it. I haven't done one in a while, and I think you guys would like it. From the Basically Amazing foundations, I decided we are going to make a C-size album, which the smallest is the D, so the C size is the next size up. So this size is actually designed for a 5x7 portrait style photo, and the D size is actually designed for a 4x6 portrait style photo. And then the B size is designed for a 4x6 landscape photo, and then the A size is designed for a 5x7 landscape photo. So each one of the sizes, there's a reason for each one of the sizes. But we're going to go with the C size album this time. So I used page 3C in the Basically Amazing foundations, which I also will link down below. Not link, I will have a list of the different pages that I used. These were traced onto chipboard, so you need 2 of those, and I've already prepped everything, but we'll talk about this in just a minute. So we need 2 of page 3C traced onto chipboard, and then we need 1 of page 4D in the foundations on chipboard as well. This is the cover for the D size album, but we're going to use this as the wraparound for the album. So we've got 3 covers basically. And then from the decorative edge, the Graceful Decorative Edge, we need 2 of the spines, and I decided I'm just going to do 2 fins. And I also wanted to say that you could do however many fins you want. So you decide whichever one you do, that's the one you pick. But I used the second largest. I used that one. It is the matte, or not the matte, I'm sorry. It is the 2 and 5 page spine. And I have 2 of those. So I traced 2 of those pieces onto chipboard. And then I'll explain what the rest of the stuff is. Okay, so these 2 pieces, one of the C-size album covers and the D-size album cover, I wrapped 3 edges. And I will link you guys a video. I'll put it up here and I'll put it down in the description of me making another set of covers. It's not going to be a wraparound cover, but it's the same process. It's just not going to have that 3rd piece. So if you want to see how I got to this point, watch that video. Go ahead and finish watching this one and then go watch that one. But I just wrapped 3 edges with, this is with coffee stained paper. Just regular copy paper, just regular coffee stained copy paper. I think it's 20 pound, I don't know, something like that. I did 11x17, 20 pound copy paper. So 2 of them you want to wrap 3 edges, and then this one I actually messed up and trimmed it out clean all the way around on one side. So I just flipped it over and did it again and wrapped the top and the bottom edge. So this is the other C-size cover. So you just need to wrap the top and the bottom. You don't have to cover the one side with paper. That was me. I made a mistake. I forgot to wrap the edges. So on one of the C-size covers, you wrap 3 edges. On the other C-size cover, you wrap the top and the bottom edge, one whole side and the top and the bottom edge. And then on the D-size cover, you wrap 3 edges. So we got those. And then on these 2 spine pieces, I have attached them to, this is a 12-inch well, a little bit shorter than 12" by 3.5" strip of Tyvek paper, like Tyvek plasticky stuff that doesn't tear. That's all that information is in that video I linked. But it is a 3.5" wide by almost 12" tall piece of Tyvek that I covered with coffee stained paper. So I did both of them the exact same way. And then I have taped them. There's 1/4 inch on either side of each one of these pieces of chipboard. I attached the chipboard down to the middle. And then on the outer edges is 3/8 inch score tape. And then on the top and bottom is 3/4 inch score tape. But again, that's all in the other video. And then you need 2 more pieces. And this is to cover the inside. These pieces are the same height as the mat for the covers, but they are 3.5 inches wide. So I took some Tyvek and I covered it with coffee stained paper. And then I covered it with tape on the other side. So coffee stained paper on one side, tape on the other. So that is all you need. Now we can put the covers together. Oh, and I forgot to tell you where I'm going with the tape. So on the cover. So on the D cover, on this cover, the raw edge, if you flip it back at you, right, just flip it right over, I put tape, this is 3/8 inch tape, along this one edge. And then on the C cover that is not wrapped on either side, but just top and bottom, I have the 3/8 inch on each raw edge, 3/8 inch tape there. And then on the other C-size cover, I have a 3/8 inch on the raw edge of this one. On the outside, on the side that you're going to see. It's going to get covered up, but it's on the outside. So let's just start putting it together. So I'm going to take one of these spines. So, okay, so remember, these are the exact same. There's nothing different about these 2 spines. They are the exact same spine. So I'm going to take one of the spines and both of the C-size covers, and we're going to attach them together. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this one first, is I'm going to flip it this way. Take the backing off of one of these sides here, and then the backing off of the 3/8 inch tape that's on the Tyvek. And I'm going to use that 1/4 inch tape as a guide, and the tape that I put on the top and bottom as a guide, and it should keep me pretty straight. Yep. So we've got that attached, and then I'm going to burnish. I could burnish it all at one time, but I'm just going to do it really quickly now, and then I'm going to flip it around. Whoops. I'm going to do the same thing. Take the backing off of that, the backing off of this one, and I'm going to line it up, bed it up next to that 1/4 inch tape. And press it down. It should be relatively even. Okay, and then well, let's do this first. I'm going to kind of like prep it. So we're going to fold that around. So I'm going to just prep it by creasing the paper. And then I'm going to fold up these 1/4 inch pieces in between here. I'm going to fold these up. And I'm going to take this tape off of there. And I'm just going to gently pull this up in the center. And then I'm going to work it into the grooves there so that there's contact. Okay. I don't know why I feel like I got to put so much muscle behind it. You probably don't, but anyways, I just want to make sure that it gets wrapped nice. All right, let's flip this around. Do the same thing on this side. Pull that 1/4 inch tape up just a little bit. And then take that one off, pull that up in the center. And then push it into the groove there. Okay, so now we're going to attach the D-size cover to this using the other spine. So first, let's attach it to this one. So I'm going to take the backing off. Since there's no direction on the paper, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to take the But if you did have a direction on your paper, then you needed to pay more attention to that. So I'm just going to move this around so I can see a little bit better. And the same thing. I'm going to line it up. Press it down. Yep. Flip it over. Okay. So then we're going to add the D cover the exact same way. Take that tape backing off. Take this tape backing off. Right, and then the same thing. Let's prep that fold really quick. All right, whoop, throwing stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna move the 1/4 of an inch, just like this, just like we did before. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's flip it this way. I'm just going to burnish everything. I didn't burnish this at all, did I? This is like a hand size, like a palm size bone folder. I will try to link. I haven't seen them in Amazon in a while. But it allows you to cover more ground quicker. But I kind of switch back and forth using this one and this one. So, oh, I'm going to put it up like I was done with it. All right, let's go ahead and mat the middle of it. So I'm going to remove that tape backing that's there in the grooves. And then I'm going to take the backing off of this tie back piece. So this is the shorter one. So it's got tie back on one side and coffee stained paper on the other. And it's sticky on one side. Make sure there's... Okay. And I probably shouldn't have put the the sticky on the whole thing because I want it to get in those grooves. So I usually do it a little different, but that's okay. We'll see if we can't get this to work just as well. Yeah, I usually have it separated out into different rows of tape so that we can just attach the middle part and then we can remove different areas to attach down so everything doesn't get attached down at one time. But it worked out. So you just want to center it top to bottom. Try to match it up with where you wrapped around the outside. And that's it. Okay. Get that in the grooves. It might be easier doing it this way. A lot less steps. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it this way and burnish it the opposite way. Alright, so now what we have is an album cover that will wrap around like this. So you have something that looks like that, right? So then wondering, I'm sitting here thinking, I need to burnish this down. So let me prep these a little bit better. So I'm thinking about using magnets, but I'm also thinking about doing like a wraparound with fabric or something. So I might do both, just to be sure. But yeah, I think this is going to be really cute. Nice and tidy. I like it. All right, so let me get some magnets out, and we'll go ahead and do the magnets. Got my magnets out. I'll have magnets linked down below. I'll have some resources. I have one in my Amazon list that I have specifically for this project. I have some magnet savers also in that Amazon list, and then I have some other resources for magnets and magnet savers. These are magnet savers. They're just like little thin steel pieces, steel discs. But yeah, so I'm going to put magnets here. You know, it's just in case I decide not to do the wraparound tie closure. I've got magnets just in case. So let's go ahead and add them. I've got some smaller magnets. Okay, I'm going to use 3 magnets, and I'm just going to put them on the cover. I'm going to put them about 1 inch from the edge, or maybe more. No, about 1 inch from that edge. And I'm just going to come a couple inches from the top and somewhere in the middle. I'm just trying to keep a line. It doesn't really matter where they are. And I will put a little bit of tape along there, and we'll stick them down. I think this is going to be so cute. I haven't made a cover like this in a long time. Okay, so I'm going to put one right on that little pencil mark that I made. Right there. Put one right there, and put one right there. So then the next question is, do I use magnets or magnet savers? Because there could be some layers here, so I better use magnets. Okay, so I'm going to go over top of these with another layer of tape. And then I'm going to put a magnet over top. And then we'll add some tape to the back of those. Actually, let's use some glue dots so I don't have to take the backing off of that tape. So I'm just going to take let's do it like this. Take a glue dot and place it on the back of the magnet. Oh, is there one there? Sure is. All right, so they're just glue dots. This is just a container you can buy separate. You don't have to have the container at all. All right, so I'm going to be really careful. I'm going to hold the book up. And make sure everything's even. And then I'm going to push. I thought about using the magnet saver so that if it gets wider, but why would it get wider? It's not going to get wider, right? So we have that. But I think I do want to, it came off. Right, well, before I do anything else, I need to cover these with tape so that they stay. I was wondering if I should add one back here just in case, just to keep it up. If it's even going to matter. Or we can just do one. Let's see if it helps. We'll do one in a magnet saver. I guess we could do the magnet saver on this side and the magnet of it. Now let's do... Alright, so I'm just going to use one of these big magnet savers. And I'm going to try to find the middle here. Just to kind of keep this edge up. And wait a minute, before I put a piece of tape over top of that. Where'd my glue dots go? Put a glue dot on there. So that this part isn't sagging. It's not necessary. I don't think we have to do that, but yeah, we'll do that. And I'll put a piece of tape over this and over this. So when we go to mat everything, we'll just remove all this tape. And then we can cover it all up. Okay, I think for this video, I think this is all we're going to do because I'm not ready to do the covers, like embellish them and add other things to them just yet. I think we will leave it as it is and then continue on. We'll do the binding and stuff in the next video. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it just like this. I really like this. I hope I hope I like the way it ends up. I really like the way it turned out. It's super cute. Okay, so you guys be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if you like this type of album covers. I'm really digging it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn that bell notification on so that you receive a notification when I upload the next video. And I will see you guys next time.